Alrighty, boys. Let's see. Let me fix everything here real quick. I decided that I want to do the stream today for the DBacks game, so let's do it. And the Dodgers are all over the place right now. All right, let's see here. I have to change the teams too because we're switched. We're batting right now. Probably actually an error on the Dodgers. That'd be my guess. Swung on, fouled off, and it's 1-2. All right, so I'm a bit late on today's stream, guys. I was out doing stuff. Trust me, I have a life. I'm kidding. We all know I don't. Anyways, they got somebody in the bullpen here already in the top of the second. It looks like a bullpen game for the Dodgers. They changed their pitcher right before the game started. Top of the second. Fouled back. The count is 1-2. The D-backs have a runner on second after probably an error and a wild pitch. Stats, no. Teams. There we go. And a line drive deep. And will the runner tag up? Yes, he will. Runner on third with one out for the D-backs. Alrighty, let's go, baby. Aldo Perdomo batting. Runner on third, one down now. Infield in for the Dodgers. Wind up and the pitch. Strike one, top of the seventh, curveball. Or breaking ball. I don't know if it was I don't think it was a curveball, it was probably a slider. Yep. Pitch low and inside. Sorry I haven't been on Skyblock much. I've been doing stuff. My grandfather's actually in the hospital at the moment. And I'm trying to find a way to get out there for my graduate. Oh, swung on, hard hit, back to the warning track. Catch is made. Runner will tag, and it's 3-0 Diamondbacks. So I'll give you some more information in a minute. Give me one sec. Let me get everything situated here. Dodgers. 81. Okay, baseball. All right. Count is 0-2. Swung on, and it's tipped off the end of the bat. And the throw to first is in time. They tag him, actually. So the D-backs get a run off of, I would guess, an error because they kind of airmailed the ball. Let me DBacks, Dodgers, time boys. All right. It's 3-0 Diamondbacks. Let's see. What are the Okay, it was not ruled an error. It was ruled a hit. That's weird. Okay. I mean, all right, whatever. They just airmailed the crap out of it, I guess. Let me change where this is. I don't like having the logo. I'm also gonna grab my Diamondback, my fake Diamondbacks jersey. I am now home alone. My roommate has moved out, so that's nice. I can stream however late I want. It's gonna be a late one tonight. I'm also gonna be eating a pizza in literally the most cursed way possible. Because I don't have a pizza cutter right now. Oh, man. The Rockies are beating the Phillies in the top of the seventh. Shocker. Wind up, and the pitch to Will Smith is in there for strike one. Swung on, grounded right to Gino on the third base line. Throw across the diamond is in time. One down here in the second. And the Tigers getting slapped around by the Cardinals. Holy Jesus. 11-1 with runners on at second and third and nobody out in top of the eighth. Tigers are currently the best team in the league at the moment, so that's kind of shocking. Move the light a bit closer too. Looks a bit off here. Let's see how this looks. That a bit better? Maybe a little bit. Alrighty. Oh, on the count on Kike, or no, yeah, on Kike Hernandez. I think that it. No, Teoscar Hernandez probably. Wind up, and the 0-1 pitch is way outside. Slid away. Brandon Pfaadt's on the mound, 6-2 or 3 record, I think. 6-2 probably. I think he might have lost his last start, so he could be 6-3. Wind up, and the pitch right down the middle for strike two. 1, 2. I was right. I need to not question myself. And it's into foul territory. Can't be caught. Yeah, I landed up too high in the net to be catchable. On the first base side, Naylor couldn't quite reach it. 1-2 the count. 3-0 Diamondbacks in the bottom of the second. One down. The pitch swung on, and it's popped up off the end of the bat. Back to the warning track, running, and he will make the play. Timmy Tawa with the nice catch on the warning track up against the wall. Nice catch by Timmy. Sprinting all the way into the wall. Wind up and the pitch. Swung on, fouled off. Almost hit him. But it was top corner of the zone, so it would have been a strike anyways. Or it should have been a strike anyways. I need to get better headphones. Wind up and the 0-1 pitch. Outside for ball one. 1-1 count. I don't have any furniture in this entire freaking room except for this chair and this desk right here. Maybe I should use this chair right here. Let's test it out. I haven't tried it yet. Got a freaking weird chair right here. Let's see. Ah, how deep do I sink? Oh shit. That's not gonna work very well. The set, the windup, and the 1-2 is low and outside. Ball two. In the dirt, actually. That's funny. I tried. Oh man. I don't know if the chat is working or not. I would assume it is, but I don't actually know. Swung on, drilled fair to the first baseman. Naylor's going to take it to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. All right, just in case this messes something up, I'm gonna. Okay, no, okay, it looks fine. I'll keep track of chat on my phone just in case this doesn't work. I think it broadcast made it die. There we go. All right, give me one more. All right. All right. All right. Looking good. Here's Landon Knack. I guess they have a new pitcher now. Already here in the top of the third. Bullpen game for the Dodgers, apparently. Here we go. Pitch is a bit inside for ball one to Corbin Carroll, who struck out looking in the first. Wind up and pitch is a low for ball two. 2-0 count. Wind up and the 2-0. High for ball three. And their pitch count thing is off. Says he's only made one pitch and it's 3-0. Whoopsies. Wind up. And the 3-0 pitch right down Broadway for strike one. Swung on and it's blasted. Is it fair? Is it a homer? We're gonna call it foul. Damn. It was right at the foul pole. Must have just sliced foul. Yep, just hooked foul. Wind up, and the 3-2 is low and inside for ball four, and Corbin reaches. Run on first, nobody out for the DBacks, so I gotta do that. It's top of the third. So that's that. Wind up, and the pitch just catches that high outside edge for strike one. That's that. Wind up, and the 0-1 pitch swung on, fouled back by Lourdes. Batting ready. Pitcher is ready at the moment, by the way. Knack for the Dodgers. I think they pitched the pitch count. Now I think it's actually at 8. Because he had 5 to Corbin and 2 here. So wind up, and pitch. Whoa, way high for ball one. 1-2. I shouldn't think it's still off because he had 5 to Corbin. He's had 3 here now. It's 1-2. So that's only 8 pitches. So the pitch count is ahead now. Damn. And they check the runner. Corbin gets back. One and two. Corbin dancing around over there at first. The pitch is high. Ball two. 2-2 the count. Got 2 minutes. All right. Now they got the right pitch number. It's 10. 2-2. Oh, no. Because, no. Yeah, because he walked him. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. They did have the right pitch numbers finally. Because I forgot the sixth pitch was the walk. 6 pitches and 4 pitches. Corbin goes. Swung on. Hit hard. Skied back to the warning track. He stops and he looks at it and it's gone! Home run, Lourdes! 5-0 Diamondbacks. Woo! All right, that's my cue to get my food. Hell yeah, man! All right, boys. 2-0 is the count on Gino Suarez. Whoa, it almost hit him in the head there. Damn. Wind up. And the 2-0 pitch. Going outside. It's ball 3. 3-0. Gino's 1-for-1 with an RBI double in the first batting righty. Wind up. And the 3-0 pitch. Swing. And miss. A high fastball for a strike. Josh Naylor on deck behind him. Wind up and pitch. Swung on. Drilled right to the third baseman who just has to move over a little bit. Throws a bit high, but they got one down here in the third. Here's Josh Naylor. Batting lefty. Wind up. And the pitch swung on. High. Foul. Blasted that one. The set, wind up, and the pitch outside, and it looks like he did not go. 1-1 the count. Wind up, and the 1-1 pitch swung on, drilled foul third base side this time. The count is now 1-2 on Naylor. And Naylor calls time. Wind up, and the 1-2 is inside. Ball 2-2 the count. Naylor is over 1 currently. Wind up. And the 2-2 swung on, and it's drilled. That'll be fair. It'll get down left field, and the D-backs have another runner on here in the third. 5th hit of the ball game. Opposite field single for Josh Naylor. D-backs 5 runs off of 5 hits. So here in the third. Phillies look like they're knocking on the door in Colorado. Runner on second with 1 out against the Rockies. Rockies currently have a lead there. We'll see if it lasts. Top of the 8th. Wind up, and the pitch. Strike 1 to Gavin Moreno batting right. Wind up, and the 0-1 swung on foul back. 0-2. What's that? Gets a sign, wind up, and the 0-2 is low and outside. In dirt. Ball 1. Went up, and the 1-2 swung on, hit hard. That could stay fair. It's in the corner, and oh, nope, it's out of play. As our right fielder runs into a wall out there. Gabby Moreno, 1-2. 1 down, runner on first for the D-backs. It's Naylor. Gabby's 0 for 1 on the day so far. And the Phillies scored a homer. That's 4-3 now. They lead in Colorado. The set. And they're going to check on Josh, and he's going to get back to the bag standing. Naylor and Freddie Freeman are on the bag joking around a bit. Anyways, back to the game. 1-2 the count. Wind up, and the pitch swung on. That's hit hard. That's hit deep. And that one is out of here. The Diamondbacks homer again in the third. 7-0 Arizona. absolutely destroyed that one. 411 feet at 108 miles an hour. Diamondbacks, 7 runs off of 6 hits. And they're pouring it on in LA. The pitcher was just like, what can you do? Gabby's getting some love from his teammates in the dugout. Here comes Tim Tower batting the 7th. Tim Tower, 1 for 1. Batting ready, wind up. And the pitch swung on, chopper in front of the bag. That's high. It's going to bounce low, and there's going to be no play. The Diamondbacks get another hit here in the 3rd. That ball bounced so high that there was absolutely no play for the 3rd baseman. Absolutely nothing he could do once he got that ball. Still one out here, and it's Smith batting lefty, and he takes strike 1 right at his thighs outside 3rd. He's 0 for 1 with the line out in the 2nd, designated hitter. There's a no-hitter in in San Francisco in the top of the 6th. And that's going to be low for ball 1. One of them to count. And the Phillies have put more runners on in Colorado. 1st and 2nd now. 2 down. There. Wind up and the pitch. Swung on. Fouled off his foot. Smith. It's 1-2. And the Tigers taxed them on in St. Louis. They were down 11-1. Now it's only 11-3. In the top of the 9th there. What's that? And now it's 11-4, but there's 2 outs now in the top of the 9th. Wound up and the pitch swung on, and it's drilled to the second baseman. Throw is in time to get the lead a runner, but a double play ball will not be turned, and there's a runner on at first. It's Smith. Grounded into a force out at second, but luckily he got up the line fast enough to stop the inning from ending. Here comes Geraldo Perdomo. Sac fly and an RBI in his first plate appearance. 7-0 Diamondbacks in the 3rd. Wind up, and the pitch is high and outside for ball 1. Torlavello is all smiles in the dugout. That's Diamondbacks manager. Wind up, and the pitch is also high and outside. That's 2-0. Wind up, and the 2-0 pitch is low for ball 3. Well, you really don't want to walk him here because on deck is Ketel Marte. Wind up, and the 3-0 pitch is high for ball 4, and Geraldo Perdomo draws a 4-pitch walk. And the lineup card turns over for the DBacks. Ketel Marte coming to the plate. Up, and the Phillies are now up 6-3 on the Rockies. That ended as quickly as I noticed it. Still 2 down in the top of the 8th. Ketel Marte, 1 for 2 with a single in the 1st and scored. Batting leadoff. 1st and 2nd, 2 down here for the D-backs. Wind up and the pitch swung on, skied. And it stays in. And oh, he couldn't find it, but he makes the catch. He took a couple lunging steps there at the end. Let's see, it's a no-hitter in Kansas City. Or sorry, in San Francisco. It looks like... Okay, it's the middle of the third, by the way. Heading into the bottom of the third. Now, call me a cynic, but all I know is that the pattern must go on, and the pattern has been that we have been winning on even days and losing on odd days. So if you ask me before the game, my prediction is that we would have lost. I don't know. Maybe we could break the pattern today. We'll see. We shall see. Mm-hmm. Let's take a look around the league real quick. Phillies leading the Rockies 6-3 now, with a runner on second and two down on top of the eighth. And the Giants leading the Royals. Or sorry, no, it's tied with the Royals at 0. Top of the sixth, the Royals have a runner on at first with one down. Angels beating the Athletics 4-2 in the bottom of the third. And everything else is a final, except for one that was suspended. The Reds beating the Pirates 7-1. Sorry, beat the Pirates 7-1. The Marlins came back to beat the Cubs 8-7. The Astros beat the Rays in Tampa 4-3. Suspended was the Twins and the Guardians game. It was 2-1 Minnesota in the top of the fourth there. The Mariners beat the White Sox 5-1. The Brewers beat the Orioles 5-4. And the Cardinals beat the Tigers 11-4. That one is just now final. Also, there's two down now in San Francisco in the top of the sixth for the Royals with a runner on first. Here we go, bottom of the third. Wind up, and the pitch is inside the ball, and the count is 1-1. Missed the first game. I believe it was a called strike. The windup. And the 1-1 pitch from Brandon is swung on, drilled, and it's juggled by Cattell, but he will pick it up and make the throw to first. 4-3 put out. I'm gonna start saying the things like that. I have to remember what's the MLB position numbers. Okay, 4 is the second baseman, 5 is the third baseman. No, yeah, 5 is the third base, 6 is shortstop. Okay, never mind. It was it was a 4-3 put out. And then it's left to right, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I have to remember that the shortstop is 6. Because that's kind of not intuitive. Alright, whatever. Wind up, and the pitch. Strike. Oh, it's called a ball! It would have been strike 2 inside edge, but it's a 1-1. On Edmund, who's batting lefty. Thought is pitching righty, by the way. That was a great breaking ball. And it's middle of the sixth now in San Fran. Wind up and pitch, strike 2 right down the middle. Didn't give him a chance to guess on that one. 1-2 to count. And the 1-2 pitch is inside. Well, 2-2 to count. Wind up. And the 2-2 pitch swung on. Chopper foul. First base side. 2-2. Set, wind up. And the 2-2 outside and high for ball three. And the count is now full on Tommy Edman. Sung Kim on deck, batting ninth in the lineup for the Dodgers. Wind up. And the 3-2 swung on and it's popped up. Shallow infield on the first second base side. And the catch is made by Ketel Marte. At 4, and there's 2 down here in the third for Brandon Pfaadt. It's getting dark out there in LA. Sung Kim, batting ninth, lefty. Wind up, and the pitch from Pfaadt, and that's in there, inside the lower third for strike one. Set, wind up, and the pitch from Pfaadt is high and outside, ball. Wind up, and the pitch swung on, and that's drilled foul, third base side, out of play. Second deck out of play, actually. 1-2 the count on Kim. Wind up, and the 1-2 pitch is in the dirt. Breaking ball, 2-2. The set, wind up, and the 2-2 swung on, drilled foul first base side, and the count stays 2-2 on Ha-Seong Kim. Wind up, and the 2-2 strike. Oh, it caught that inside edge, but it was called a ball. The umpire does not like that pitch. The breaking ball came back in and caught the edge. Not called, and the count is full on Kim. Wind up, and the pitch swung on, drilled foul first base side. Of course, with the bottom of the lineup, Shohei's on deck. Brandon set. Wind up. And the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Oh, he must have got a piece of it. Oh, yeah, he got a piece of it. Knocked it down a little bit. Gabby almost caught it. Damn, it just barely scored it out. And the count stays full. And the 3-2. Swung on. Popped. Foul third base side. Got a lot of Otani jerseys over there on that. In the stands over there. The 10th pitch of the at-bat from Brandon Pfaadt. Wind up, and the pitch swung on, and it's hit right up the middle to shortstop Geraldo Perdomo. The throw is in time. Kim almost beat it out. But we got a 6-3 put out to end the inning and keep the no-hitter intact. By the way, no-hitter is still intact in San Francisco. I don't know who has the no-hitter, though. I'm not going to lie. I could check, actually. I should check. Oh, yeah, you got him. Just barely by half a step. Let's see, who's got the no-hitter in San Fran? Because there's a runner on at first now. It is Kansas City has the no-hitter. Oh, I missed which team had the ball in the two. We're gonna go with two. I don't know. I missed which team had the ball in the hat game. Okay, it was not two. Yeah, so the Royals are no hitting the Giants right now. Each team has an error though, and that is the end of the sixth over there. The only other game still going is no, there's two other games still going. Top of the ninth in Colorado, 6-3 Phillies lead over the Rockies. And bottom of the third in Sacramento, the Athletics are down to the Angels 4-2 with the bases loaded and two down. And Freddie Freeman, Shohei Ohtani, and Corbin Carroll leading the National League in slugging. Lined up, and the pitch swung on, and it's sky. Third base side foul out of play. Oh, and the count on Corbin. Oh, it's the top of the fourth, and you change that. Batting lefty, Yofelin with a walk in the third, and he scored. On the band, the pitch swung on, drilled foul. First base side, 0-2. Oh two. On up. And the 0-2 pitch. Outside and high for ball one. On up. And the 1-2 pitch. High and outside for ball two. 2-2 count on Corbin. On deck is Lotus. On up, and the 2-2 is low for ball three. And the count is full on Corbin Carroll. Corbin calls timeout. Steps back in. On up, and the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, drilled. Fair into the corner. Corbin can fly. He could go to third here. He tags second and he's going to third. And he is safe. He didn't even need to slide. A leadoff triple for Corbin Carroll. And here comes Lotus Gurriel. Drilled down the line. First base side. Or right field, I should say. Nobody down. Run on third for the DBacks. Wind up and pitches inside. Oh, it's called a strike. Unbelievable. Corbin Carroll now leads the league in triple. An inside pitch was a called strike, and count is 0-1 on Lourdes. And the pitch swung on, skied behind a second. That'll be just a pop out to the second baseman. Here comes Gino. Get a big swing out of him to drive in the run, maybe. 1 for 2 with an RBI double in the first. Wind up and the pitch right down the middle for strike one. Set. Wind up and the 0-1 is a little low for ball one. 1 on the count. The set. Wind up and the 1-1. Whoa! It's high and inside. Ball 2. Just got away from him. That's that. Wind up and the 2-1 swung on, and that's popped. Foul. The catch will be made. First base side, and there's 2 down. Freddie Freeman, their first baseman, makes the play. And the Diamondbacks could strand the leadoff triple, which would be mighty unfortunate. Here comes Josh Naylor. 1 for 2. Single in the third and scored. Wound up and the pitch swung on, foul third base side. DBacks looking to put a number on the board here in the fourth. Have scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and 4 in the third. Nothing so far here. With a leadoff triple, still there third. Josh Naylor wound up and the pitch swung on, and it's right up the middle to the shortstop. It'll be a 6-3 putout, and that will be the inning. Corbin does not get home. Damn. And the no-hitter has been broken up in San Francisco, it looks like. Or has it? No, it hasn't. Oh, yeah, it has. Somehow between the end of the 6th and the top of the 7th, the no-hitter got broken up. How's that possible? How's that possible? Oh, I guess it just didn't go away in time. Whatever. Here's Shohei. By the way, the Phillies are now up 9-3 on the Rockies in the top of the 9th. Damn. I shouldn't have said anything. That's funny. Oh. Lots of D-back fans in the stands here. Here's Ohtani. Went up and the pitch is outside for ball 1. Batting lefty. Shohei is there for 1 with the ground out in the first. Went up and pitch. Swung on, and that's well hit to center field, but Timmy T is there to make the play. 1 down. One down here in the bottom of the fourth. That was F8. Maybe it was L8. But pitch, Steve, Roy one, upper outside third. On up, and the pitch. Ooh, did he go? He did not. 1-1 the count. It was outside, breaking ball. Check this swing. What's that? Wind up. And the 1-1 swung on, fouled back. 1-2 now. The count on Mookie Betts batting ready. What's that? Wind up. And the 1-2 from Fly. Outside. Ball two. Breaking ball. Set. Wind up. And the 2-2 swung on, drilled. And that one's going to be out of here. Dodgers get on the board. Breaks up the perfect game. Yeah, breaking ball right down the middle of Diddy Fly. 7-1 DBacks now. Pitch swung on, fouled. Freddie Freeman batting lefty. Did not go. 1 on the count. Freddie Freeman is over 1 with the flout in the first. Wind up, and the 1-1 swung on. That's well hit into left, but Lourdes is there to make the play, and that's 2 down here in the fourth. Will Smith up for 1 on the ground out in the second. Wind up, and the pitch. It's a left ball one. Wind up, and the 1-0 is just barely low, but it will be called a strike. It's 1-1. Wind up, and the 1-1 is low and outside for ball two. Wind up, and the 2-1. Stay here, right three. Got him. Or sorry, strike two. Goddamn. 3-2. Looking, by the way. Outside third. About it. Just above the knees. And the pitch is a little in the dirt. Ball three. And the count is full. Time is called by the batter. Will Smith, batting righty. He steps in. And the 3-2 inside for Baltimore. And Brandon's put a man on here in the fourth. That's the first base runner. That's actually been on first man on the base. He had a solo homer, but I don't count that as a base runner. He doesn't. I mean, he goes to the bases. I guess he runs on the bases. Okay, that's what a base runner is. All right, whatever. Shut up. The first man they have standing on first. Brandon's at 59 pitches here, by the way. Teoscar Hernandez, batting ready. Flew out in the second. Over one. And the pitch swung on. That's hit hard. Corbin is on his way to the track, and what a catch by Corbin. He has to turn around against his body here. Let's see if I can reenact it. So he's running this way, and he turns back and makes a catch like that. Except for he's running this way. He turns back and makes a catch like that. What a play by Corbin after overrunning it a little bit. Leaves a man stranded on first. Who asked? Bro, okay. Okay, bro. Whatever. What am I supposed to do, bro? Why are you here? That's crazy. That's crazy to come into a stream and just say who asked, bro. Wild. Thanks for coming by, though. That's crazy, bro. Here comes Gabby, who homered in the third. Gabby hit his second homer this season. One up. And the pitch to Gabby is upper inside there for strike one. One for two. Pitch breaks back inside for strike two. Time called by Gabby. One up. And the 0-2 swung on, fouled off. First base side out of play. Wound up, and the 0-2 swung on and foul bouncer third base side. Morena, Tawa, and Paven do up here in the fifth. Oh, I have to change the inning. My bad. Top of the fifth. Wind up, and the 0-2. Low and outside, ball one. Wind up, and the 1-2 is high for ball two. Wind up, and the 2-2 swung out, fouled off once again. First base side out of play. Wind up, and the 2-2 swung on once again, fouled back. Count stays 2-2. Knack is up to 58 pitches. He's the second pitcher the Dodgers have used tonight. It's a bullpen game for them. Wind up, and the 2-2 swung on, drilled, foul. Was a little bit in front of it. Yeah, absolutely blasted that one out of play. 2-2 stays the count for the 10th pitch in the at-bat coming up. Wind up, and the pitch is low and outside. The count is full on Gabby. 25 balls, 35 strikes for Knack now, who's at 60. And he will step off. Steps back in. What's that? One. And the 3-2 swung on. Foul once again. And Gabby will have seen a dozen pitches miss at bat here in a second. Count is still full. Wind up. And the 3-2 is fouled back once again. And Gabby is really being a nuisance here in the fifth. And the windup. And the 3-2 swung on, drilled, foul once again, first base side. And this is about to be the 14th pitch he's seen here in this plate appearance. Four seam, changeup, slider, changeup, four seam, changeup, and then three straight fastballs. Wind up, and the pitch swung on, drilled, foul third base side. And the pitcher over here laughing. He can't get rid of Gabby. Count is still full. Stepping back in. Our right-hander is set. Wind up. And the 15th pitch is swung on, fouled back. And oh my goodness. This is one of the longest at-bats I have ever seen. Last two were changeups. That makes 7 changeups he's seen. And 6 fastballs. 15 pitches is the longest at-bat of Gabby Moreno's career. Here's number 16, swung on, and that's drilled into the corner. And oh, he makes the catch. The right fielder makes the sprinting catch. That was a rough play. Just ran into the wall out there. One down here in the fifth. And we got a little fist pump from Knack, the Dodgers pitcher. 16 pitches for Gabriel Moreno. And Knack is now up to 66 for Timmy T. Pitch, stay, right one, right down the middle. Timmy is 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a run. Wind up and the pitch, swing and miss, strike 2. By the way, the Royals just scored 2 on the Giants in the top of the 8th. That's 2-0 there. Grounder to the shortstop, and that'll be a 6-3 putout. And there's 2 down now in the 5th. Knack is now at 69. Nice pitches. And the only other game than this one and that Giants game is the Angels, who lead 4-2 against the Athletics. That's in the bottom of the 5th. Wind up and the pitch swung on. That's foul first base side for Payton. Dodgers looking to get their first 1-2-3 inning of the night. Here in the 5th. Pitch, swing, and miss. High outside corner. Strike 2. Wind up and the 0-2. High and outside. Boom. Wind up. And the 1-2. Swung on. That's going to be drilled. And it'll get down. That's a single. And the 1-2-3 is denied for the Dodgers. And there's a runner on first for the DBacks, who have 9 hits now. That's set. Wind up. And the pitch swung on. And that's going to be sky to center field. Couple steps over, and Hudson Kim has it for out number 3, and that will be the inning. 1 hit. No runs, no errors for the D-backs in the 5th. They lead 7-1. Oh, here's the hat game. Here's a Diamondbacks hat game. Okay, from the middle. Still in the middle. Now to the right. Now to the left. Now to the right. Now to the left. Now it's right. Now it's... Whoa. It's 3! It's 3! Hat number 3! Let's go! We got it, boys. Easy call. And once again, we got it. We gotta do like a standing thing where umpire the game. That'd be funny. No, maybe. Oh, I have an idea. Let's do it. Oh wait, we're batting now. No, wait, no, we're not. We're in the field. Here we go. I look like such a fucking idiot, dude. Let's do it. Brandon Pfaadt's still on the mound. Here we go. Bottom of the 5th. Wind up and pitch. Swung on and it's drilled. Ah, to the second baseman for the first in time. And he, bang. One down, everybody, one down. Here we go, here we go. No batter, no batter. Who is this? Okay, Michael Conforto. Okay, just wanted to make sure it wasn't Shohei. That'd be a little bit cooked. All right, over for one. One to bend the first pitch in there for strike one. One to, and the 0 pitch swung on, foul first base side. 0-2. Set. Wind up, and the 0-2 is just high, ball one. Wind up, and the 1-2 swung on, foul. Stays 1-2. Wind up. And the pitch swung on, and that's fair. And no, it's foul actually. It was just outside the line on the third base side. And it bounced out of play. Catch stays 1-2. One down. One down, one down, one down, one down. The set. One up. 1-2 pitch. High ball two. One up. And the 2-2 swung on. That's drilled to Corbin, who makes the catch. Let's go. Two down, two down. Two down. Here's Tommy Edman, batting eight. Batting lefty. Wind up and pitch. Low for ball one. Wind up. 1-0 pitch. Way inside ball two. 2-0 the count. What's that? Wind up and the 2-0 is inside for ball three. Good eye. Let's go, Brandon. Wind up. And the 3-0 pitch is outside. Oh, it's called a strike. It was outside. 3-1 the count. Wind up. And the 3-1 swung on foul. Full count. Full count. Wind up. And the 3-2 swung on. Got him in the foot. It rolled right to the first baseman in play, but it caught him in the foot, so it's foul. and stuff. Hit the ground first, so hopefully didn't hurt that much. Count still full. Brandon's is up to 74 pitches now. Here in the fifth. Wind up. And the 3-2 swung on. That's well hit. And it's caught. Ketel Marte. A line out. And it's still 7-1 DBacks. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. After making the great catch, Ketel Marte comes to the plate now. Wind up, and the first pitch is called strike outside. Come on, ump. It was a bit outside. Oh, on the count on Ketel. Wind up, and the pitch. That one caught the bottom corner for strike two. Wind up, and the 0-2 swung on, chopped foul, first base side. Knack is still out there. Ketel batting lefty. Pitching Knack is righty. That's 77 pitches here, 0-2 on Ketel. Wind up, and the 0-2 is low and inside for ball one. Wind up, and the 1-2 pitch swung on, drilled foul first base side once again. Wind up, and the 1-2 is outside for ball two. Oh, and I was saying scores earlier. I forgot to mention that the Red Sox beat the Mets 3-1. Wind up, and the 2-2 swung on, foul. Third base side. Stays 2-2. Wind up, and the 2-2 swing on, foul first base side. 2-2 count. Wind up, and the pitch. Swing, and a miss. Struck him out. That was a great pitch. 83 pitches for Knack now. Because that was his third strikeout of the game. Great pitch. Here's Corbin. On up and the pitch. Ah, it must have just barely caught that edge for call strike one. And the pitch swung on, foul off. 0-2. And it's high for ball one. Lined up and the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And just swung right under it. Lined up and the pitch. Lourdes is grounded right to the shortstop. That'll be a 6-3 put out. And that'll be the inning. All right, I forgot to change the inning. Whoops, sorry. First 1-2-3 inning of the ball game for the Dodgers. Why are they showing us getting shit on, bro? April 12th, 2025. Yeah, that was this year, top of the sixth. Brewers hit a 2-run homer against us, but why are we showing this? Come on. Come on. Why you do us like that, bro? Why you do us like that? Come on, ads. Oh, crazy. Who's at bat? Um, Ha-Sung Kim, I think. It's the Dodgers top now. Bottom of the sixth. He's batting ninth, right? I think. Brandon Pfaadt's still on the mound. Yeah. Right, wind up and the pitch. Strike one. Upper outside corner. 93. Brandon Pfaadt's at 76 pitches. 5 innings of one hit baseball, looking for the sixth. The pitch swung on and a chopper right to Cattell, who makes a throw. Oh my goodness, they got him, but an acrobatic play by Josh Naylor, who had to pretty much do the splits to catch that one. That was crazy. Let's see. It slowly rolled, charging. Yeah, Cattell made the play, and Naylor had to do the splits to catch that one. Yep, just in time to get the out. The pitch swung on, drilled foul. It's Shohei. That's play. Over 2 with a lineout and a ground out. One up. And the 0-1 is high for ball one. 1-1 the count. By the way, the Giants also scored in the bottom of the eighth. So that's 2-1 there. And Shohei swung on, and that one is just gone. It didn't even look like he hit it that hard. Holy shit, it's out of here. Shohei with his 17th homer of the year. Foul back, strike one on Mookie Betts. One up and the pitch. Bottom of the zone. Oh, he didn't get the call. 1-1 the count. Should have been a strike, but didn't get it. Mookie Betts 1 for 2 with a solo homer in the fourth. One up and the 1-1. Just outside for ball two. Shohei is 17th of the year. Unbelievable. It looked like he barely got a piece of it, dude. Oh my god. Swung on. Grinder foul. 2-2. One up and the 2-2. Swung on. That one's drilled deep. And it's out of here. That's 2 homers for Mookie Betts. And it's a ball game again. They're starting to run in circles around Brandon Pfaadt. All 3 hits against Pfaadt have been homers. I told you when we were up 7-0, I thought we were still going to lose this game. There was a doubt in my mind that we might not. But I don't know anymore, man. And that's low for ball one. Freddie Freeman, 0 for 2 on the day. Wind up. And the 1-0. Outside for ball two. Come on, Brandon. Don't get scared. Throw strike. Make them get to you. Wind up. And the 2-0. No, it's called. It was outside, but it got to call it strike. 2-1 the count. It's the first time this season the Dodgers have hit back-to-back home runs, which is crazy to me. And that's drilled grounder to Josh Naylor, who waves off Brandon and tags the bag for a 3 unassisted. 2 down here in the sixth. Will Smith out for one with the walk in the fourth. Batting ready, wind up. And the pitch from Fought and slowing inside. That's his 90th pitch of the night. Wind up. His 91st is just catching that outside edge for his strike line. Wind up. And the pitch. Just low for ball two. Swung on, fouled off, 2-2 count. First base side, out of play. Their first two hitters in the lineup are 3 for 6 with 3 homers, and everyone else 0 for 14. Count is full on Will Smith. He's the National League in OBP. He's the only walk in the ballgame for the DBacks. And swung on, drilled right to Gino, who drops it and then makes the throw in time. End the inning. Yeah, he just dropped it on the transfer and then fired a piss missile in time to get him. Three hits for the Dodgers. Every single one of them have been solo homers. Heading to the road half of the seventh. Look around the league. Top of the ninth in San Francisco. It's 2-1. Royals over the Giants with the runner on at second and 2 down. And then it's the bottom of the sixth in Sacramento. 4-3. The Angels lead the Athletics. But there's only one out with runners on at first and second. Aside from us, everyone else is a final. The Red Sox beat the Mets 3-1. The Reds beat the Pirates 7-1. The Marlins beat the Cubs 8-7. Astros beat the Rays 4-3. Guardians Twins is suspended in the top of the fourth, with the Twins leading 2-1. The Mariners beat the White Sox 5-1. The Brewers beat the Orioles 5-4. The Tigers fell to the Cardinals 11-4, and the Phillies came back to beat the Rockies 9-3 after being down 3-2 in the top of the 8. Gino gets the next look at Knack, who's up to 89 pitches. Gino's 1 for 3 with an RBI double, and that is in there for strike one. 1-0 the Cats. Wind up. And the 1 high just catches that high out inside corner, but it is not called the strike. It's 2-1 now. Wind up. And the pitch swung on, fouled back by Gino. 2-2 the count. Knack did not start this ballgame, by the way. He started in the third, and he's at 92 pitches now. Wound up, and the 2-2 is high and inside, and the count is full on Gino. Juan Mario in the Arizona bullpen. Wound up, and the 3-2 swing and a miss struck him out on a nice curveball. Here comes Naylor. 1 for 3 with a single in the third, and he scored. Wound up, and the pitch is left ball. Wind up, and the 1-0 is just going to catch that outside edge for strike one on the count. Wind up, and the 1-1 in there for strike two, inside edge. And seeing Naylor speaking to himself, so what the heck was that? Cold time. I wind up. And the 1-2 outside for ball two. Wind up, and the 2-2 inside for ball three. Oh, that was actually a lot closer than I thought it was. Jesus Christ. That was a great take by Josh. And the count is full. Wind up, and the 3-2 pitch swung on, drilled right to the first baseman who makes the catch. Knee high. Unbelievable. Here's Gabby again. This guy does not want to see Gabby. Most pitches in an at bat in franchise history. Tonight, Gabby tied it with 16. And that pitch was just catching the bottom of the zone for strike one. Gabby's 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer in the third. Wind up, and the pitch swung on, foul back, and the count is 1-1. Wind up, and the 1-1 is low for ball two. Good eye from Gabby. There's a man, Sawyer, or Sauer, warming up in the Dodger bullpen. Looks like he's a righty, and that pitch is inside, and it's 3-1 on Gabby. Knack is at 104 pitches. Wound up, and the 3-1 just catches the bottom of the zone for strike two. Gabby started walking off. Hundred and five pitches for Knack. And the count is full. And Gabriel Moreno. Wind up, and the 3-2 swung on, and it's chopped right up the middle. The catch is made by the shortstop who makes the throw to first in time, and that'll be 106 pitches for Knack on the night. It's 7-3 Diamondbacks. Home half of the seventh coming up. Let's see here. Any more score updates? It's a final in San Fran. The Royals beat the Giants 3-1. Nice. And the only other game going on right now is the Angels in the top of the seventh lead the Athletics 4-3. Juan Mario coming out to pitch for the DBacks. Here we go. Time to grab the glove. We're in the field again, boys. 12-7. Here's Oscar Hernandez at the plate. Wind up and the pitch in there for strike one. He's over 2, the lineup, and a flyout. 0-1, wind up and the pitch. Swung on, drilled, foul, first base side. 0-2. Picks him off. In the set. Wind up and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And a high, probably fastball on 100. Jesus Christ, got him. One down, one down. One down, one down. Damn. Caught him lacking right there. One down here in the bottom of the seventh. Wind up and the pitch. Inside the ball one. Over 2-2 groundouts is Muncie. And it's in there for strike one. One on the count. Cut that outside edge. Batting lefty, as you can see. Set. Wind up. And the pitch is outside. Oh, but it's called a strike. 1-2. That was one of the worst calls we've seen tonight. 1-2 to count. And the pitch, whoa! It caught a piece of him, and he's free to go to first. And caught him on his shoulder. One on, one down for Mario. And I believe here comes Ha-Seong Kim. Batting ninth. Yep, caught him on, like right here. On the upper arm. Oh no, Michael Conforto. Oh, sorry, it's batting seventh. That wasn't 8, that was a 6. Conforto here at the plate, batting lefty. It's the righty Mario. Wind up and the pitch. Stay right below. And the 0-1 pitch swung on, grounded. That's double play ball. Nope, can't get the throw to second. Only one is at first, and there's two down. Runner on second. Two down, two down. That was a 4-3 put out there. Yeah, he probably wouldn't have had time to get the runner out at second. Who knows? He might have. But rather get the sure out there. Runner on second, two down. On the fan pitch. It's high balling. Set. On up, and the 1-0 is outside. On up, and the 2-0 pitch swung on, sky, foul, third base side out. Pitch swung on, foul back, and it's 2-2. Got a man, the DBacks bullpen. That's Jalen Beeks. It's Beeks. And the 2-2 swung on. That's popped up. And Geraldo Perdomo's got it. Fly up to 6. And that's the inning. And Murillo has pretty good outing. Left the hit by pitch stranded. Let's go, baby. And to the top of the 8th. Looks like Murillo might be done. Here's Matt Sauer. Or Sawyer. No, it's Sauer. I don't care what you say, it's Sauer. Wind up. And the pitch just catches that low outside corner, but it's not called, and it's 1-0. Wind up, and the 1-0 pitch swung on, grounded to the third baseman, takes it on a hop, and the throw is a bit high, but the catch is made, and there's one down here in the 8th for the D-backs. Timmy T is thrown out. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 put out. Here's Bevan. 1 for 3 with a single in the 5th. Pitch in there for strike one. Just catches that inside edge on the breaking ball. Wound up and the 0-1 swung on, fouled off third base side out of play. 0-2. Swung on and almost foul third base side. Still 0-2. Swung on, popped up back behind the plate. And the cat stays 0-2 on Payman Smith. End up. And the 0-2 didn't go, and it's 1-2. One up, and the 1-2 swung on. That's hit up the middle for a base hit. DBacks have reached double digit hits tonight. Went up, and the pitch swung on and missed by Jerry. Batting lefty, Geraldo Perdomo, ninth in the lineup. He's 0 for 1 with a sac fly, a walk, and an RBI. Oh, on the count. Went up, and the pitch is a little over ball one. Went up, and the 1-1 is high and maybe a bit outside too. 2-1 on the count. Went up, and the 2-1 swung on. That's well hit by Jerry. Going back to the warning track, to the wall, and it's out of here! And the Diamondbacks get another. Let's go D-backs! Let's go D-backs! And it's 9-3 Arizona. Geraldo Perdomo. And Ketel Marte at the plate. And they're going to say he went 0-1. Jerry gets some love in the dugout. Wound up, and the 0-1 is in there for strike 2. Ketel turned away from that one. Wind up. And the 0-2 is fallen. The 3-2-1 homers by the Diamondbacks tonight are the difference in this one. Scott McGuff is in the bullpen for the D-backs now. Went up and 1-2. Swung on, drilled to the first baseman who underhanded it to the pitcher. And that'll be a 3-1 put out. 2 down here in the 8th. On up and the pitch. Low and inside, bounces away from the catcher, but there's nobody on, so it really doesn't matter. 1-0. Corbin Carroll, 1-for-3, walk, a triple, and a run. He did not get the run off that triple, though. He got the run off the walk, I believe. Wind up. And the 1-0 swung on, and that's popped up. And it wants to go out of play, and it will not. The catch will be made, and that will be number 3. D-backs add 2 more. 9-3 Arizona. Heading into V8. Get your drinks, everybody. Excuse me. McGuff. And the pitch. New pitcher on the mound for the D-backs. In there for strike 1. Inside edge. Yes, put Alec Thomas in center field, replacing Tim Tawa. On Kim leading off the Dodger half of the 8th. And that's in there for strike 2. Bottom 3rd. We gotta get out there. Here we go. Went up and the 0-2, swung on and fouled up. Third base side. Set. Went up and the 0-2, swung on, that's well hit. And fouled. Third base side. Attaboy. One up and the 0-2 is in the dirt. Ball 1-2 the count. One up and the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One down. One down. One down. Bam. Here's Shohei. One up and the first pitch is one inside the ball 1. One up and the 1-0. The one inside the ball 2. Excuse me. And 2 O's in there for start 1. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Right 2. So slider. 2-2 the count. Line up and pitch. Swung on. That's hit right to Cattell, the second baseman, who makes the throw for the 4-3 put out. 2 down. 2 down. 2 down. Here in the home half of the 8th. Mookie Betts, 2 for 3 with 2 solo homers. On the bend pitch, just off for ball 1. One up and 1-0, inside for ball 2. Damn. Swung on, that's well hit. And they make the catch. Let's go, Lourdes. 3 down. Scott Manoff goes 1, 2, 3. And the DBacks take a 9-3 lead into the 9th. The last time that the Dodgers have lost 4 straight home games was apparently 2018, which is ridiculous. There's Lourdes. Oh. So what? Sauer's still out there pitching righty. Lourdes out there batting righty. And the first pitch is a low for ball one. On up, and the 1-0 is in there. For strike one. On up, and the 1-1 swung on. Chopper. Second baseman grabs it behind the bag, and the throw is in time. One on the count. That was a good pitch on the upper inside corner, but they did not get the call. One on the count. Pitch, swing, and a miss by Gino. 1-1. On up, and the 1-1 pitch swung on and missed again by Gino. 1-2 count. On up, and the 1-2 swung on, fouled back. With the pitch just above the foul. On up, and the 1-2 swing and a miss, and Gino goes down hacking at it. 2 down. Naylor batting lefty, swung on. That's drill deep, and he's at the warning track. He jumps up and he makes the catch. He robbed him of a homer. Unbelievable. Let's take a look at it. He did. He robbed him. Robbed him of a homer. Damn. Heading into the bottom half of the ninth. Naylor hit that one really well. Well, here we go. Can we break the curse of not being able to win on odd days? Because it's been a curse for a week and a half. No, 2 weeks and a half. Sorry. Ever since the 2nd of May is the last time we won on an odd day of the week. Last time we lost on an even day was, I believe, the 1st of May. What does up to 0 leaks mean? How the fuck do you have negative leak? You're in leak debt? That's crazy. Ryan Thompson out here in the night. You get Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, and Tasker Hernandez coming up. Wind up. Oh, we're in the field. Shit, I have to get out there. Oh, that's a drill. That's a base hit. That's all the way into the corner. That could be extras. Oh, Corbin Carroll loses it. That could be a triple. No, he's going to jog into second. Damn, he could have easily gotten third on that one if he hustled all the way. Actually, I don't know how fast he is. I don't know. Oh, no, he's pretty old. I think Freddie Freeman's pretty old. That's a leadoff double. It's all right. My bad, coach. I wasn't out there. I wasn't out there. I'll get out. I'll do it. I got you. I got you. My bad. That's the first hit for the Dodgers that was not a homer tonight. The pitch in their first strike one. All right, come on. 3 more outs. Will Smith. 1 for 2 with the walk. Set. Thompson. Wind up. And the 0-1 pitch. Just high for ball one. Yeah. Plays it first. Pitch swung on. That's drilled right. Oh no! They both came off the bag. Oh, Josh Naylor, the first baseman, came off the bag, and the pitcher could not get there in time. Unbelievable. Ah, let's see. Came off the bag to field it, but it got by him. And Cattell got him as the second baseman. That was a mistake by Josh Naylor. And now there's runners on the corners. Forces that second. Fernandez, 0 for 3. Wild line out and a strikeout. Pitch. Ball. On up and the 1-0 in there for strike one. 1-1 count. Set. On up and the 1-1. Swung on drill. That's fair. Goes to second for one. And 1 will score. A great play by Gino at third. One down. Plays at second. Oh, the great just kind of turned and fired. He fielded it, turned, and fired to second. He was at third. I believe that was a 5-6 put out. Or, sorry, 5-6 force out. Here's Max Muncy, 0 for 2, hit by pitch in the 7th. Runner on first, 1 down. Dodgers down 9-4. Strike one. Upper inside corner. I have to change the. Fouled off. The count is 0-2. Here we go. One down, one down, one down. lefty Max Muncy against the righty Thompson, and pitches one last side for 1-1. Not a competitive pitch. Pitch high outside. Also not competitive. 2-2. Wind up, and the 2-2 swung on. That's Sky. And the shortstop out in shallow left field makes the play. 2 down. DBacks 1 out away from beating the Dodgers here in LA and giving the Dodgers their 4th straight home loss for the first time since mid 2018. One more. Michael Conforto. On up and pitch. Stay right one. That was them. Wind up and the 0-1 swung on, foul back. Pitcher asks for new ball. 0-2 the count. Dodgers down to their final strike. Wind up and pitch. Shine outside, ball 1. Runner takes second on defensive indifference. No set. Wind up and the 1-2. High. Way high. And it's that. 1-2. 2-2. Set. Wind up and the 2-2 is in the dirt. Full count. Tommy Edman on deck. Wind up and pitch. Swung on, foul off. Full count still. $41,372 in attendance, apparently. Wind up and the 3-2. Cut the bottom corner. Oh my god, you're kidding. It did. It caught that bottom inside corner, but they didn't give him the pitch. And it's 1st and 2nd. That was a great pitch. Jesus fucking Christ, that was disgusting. I cannot believe they didn't give it to him. Mound meeting. All right. Wait. Well, I'm waiting for the coach to come out. All right. All right, man. So apparently the umpire's acting like a pussy ass Dodgers fan right now. So you got that strikeout, bro. You got that strikeout. That is not on you. That is on the umpire. All right. Just do that one more time. We got to get the call. All right. All right. Great. Shelby Miller warming up in the DBacks bullpen. Here's Tommy Edman, 0-3, a fly out, line out, and a pop out. Wind up, and the pitch swung on, fouled off. Third base. Lined up, and the pitch is low. Did he go? He did not. Oh, he did! 0-2. Two strikes, 2 outs, 2 outs. Fourth at any base, fourth at any base. Pitch, outside, ball one. Set. Wind up, and the pitch. Just low 2-2. Actually, I'm quite a bit low. Wind up, and the pitch. Swung on, drilled. That's a base hit. Runner's going home. 9-5. Here's Ha-Sung Kim. Kim calls time. Never mind. I think it was a catcher that called time. Gave him a bunch of like. Never mind. The mound visit. All right, man. Sorry, bro. You got it. You got it. We just got to get one more here. That's all we need. All right. That's all we need. Just need you to get one more. That was good. One more, and the curse is broken. Oh, never mind. They're still out there. All right. This guy hasn't been able to do shit all night, man. He hasn't been able to do anything. Oh, they're taking him out. Right. We're going with shoving him. All right, whatever. Shoving needs one more out. All right, here we go. Here's Shelby. 3-0. 4 saves off of 6 opportunities. Yikes. Damn. Rip Shelby. A 1.37 ERA. 8 walks, 22 strikeouts on the year. Damn. First and second, 2 down here in the bottom of the ninth. Wind up and the first pitch swung on. Fouled off by Ha-Seong Kim. Third base side. Oh. 2 down, everybody. 2 down. Wind up and the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. DBacks, once again, a strike away from winning it. Wind up and the 0-2 is high and outside the ballpark. Shohei on deck. Wind up and the 1-2 swung on and it's grounded to the second baseman up at the ball. The throw to first is in time and the game is over. And the Diamondbacks have broken the curse. 9-5 against the Dodgers. Woo! Let's go, baby! And the Diamondbacks are up 3-2 against the Dodgers in the season series. For the first time since May of 2018, the Dodgers have lost 4 consecutive home games. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. Hope you all have a great rest of your night. Remember to stay hydrated and